Welcome to East Coast Oak Reviews. Today, we're doing a beer review. Doing an examination beer review. I got Bumpy Brews with me here today. Cheers, Bumpy. Bumpy, you want to show what beer we're reviewing?
Ruin.
Yeah, we're
Something from Long Live Beerworks. Where are they out of?
Providence,
Rhode Island.
Yep.
We got this one. It's called Small Joys. Now, it doesn't seem like it's such a small joy, right? Because it's a 13% pastry stout. It's 13% ABV. It's brewed with chocolate, coconut, toasted almond, and lactose.
No, I've had this on draft, but not canned. We do have canned on dates at the bottom, 9/30/2022. Yum. So we do have the same can. Yeah, naturally unfiltered may contain sediment. Long Live Beerworks make some great double IPAs, and they kind of specifically work on pastry stouts, double IPAs. There's not many other styles that they do, so that's kind of what they're known for.
I've only had one other Long Live Beerworks beer, and I believe it was an IPA of some sort. So I've never had this beer
with me. You had the triple with me at Beer Tour Palooza, remember?
Oh, is that what it was?
The triple?
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. The one with the sweaters on it or whatever. But yeah, let's crack this open. All right. I got my trillium glass here.
I got my beer man glass. Cheers, beer man.
Cheers, beer man. Nice. That's the Luigi Bramoli, right?
Yeah. Still standing. It's got a little chip in it, but it's still going. Now I'm going to stop pouring there. I'm going to give this some room. Yeah, it's got a pretty dark head. Kind of a mocha-like head.
Pitch black in appearance. Can't see through it. Even at the bottom.
At the bottom on mine, I get a lot of the like blood red amber.
Oh, yeah. I it's my glassware. I don't get anything but black. And then yours,
where your lights are located, I think too.
Yeah, I didn't even really get ahead on mine.
Yeah,
I did a little bit of a side pour.
I poured mine a little bit more aggressive, but I have a large glass, so
yeah. Cheers, Sam. Your man. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Mine actually had kind of like that fizzy, like Coca-Cola kind of head to it, where like you could hear it fizzing and dissipating very quick.
Yeah.
Yours is still sticking around.
Still sticking around. It's growing those larger bubbles, so it's kind of got that. It's not like super frothy. It's kind of rocky.
Yeah.
Soap sudsy, I guess, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
It's getting there. Ooh, yeah. Secret smells.
Chocolate syrup.
Chocolate, yeah. I do get the coconut kind of vanilla.
Yeah, coconut's coming through very well. It actually, I think we were talking about this because me and John and Ellie were at Long Live. He had one, and then I had one, and it literally smells like an almond joy.
Yeah, the almond is actually present. It almost smells like an almond milk. If you've ever had almond milk.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, you get it. Small joys, almond joy.
Yeah.
And it's got the almonds come through pretty well as well. They're not like super dominant, but they're kind of hidden in the background behind the chocolate and the coconut.
Yeah, I'd say the chocolate, it's kind of coming off more like a Mounds bar chocolate.
Yeah.
It's been on the darker side.
Very, very candy-esque on the nose, though.
Yeah.
And then you can tell it has that like lactose sweetness.
Yeah. It's got a good amount of coconut.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice. Now this smells, so it doesn't quite smell like an almond joy to me. just because the Almond Joy, like even the coconut seems to have like an extra candy sweet smell to it.
Yeah, I can see it.
This smells more like if somebody made like a healthier version of an
Like a
almond.
homemade.
Like, yeah, like actually just shredded coconut.
Yeah.
Because it smells like kind of like just lightly toasted coconut shreds. And then the almond, then maybe some dark chocolate to cover it, just to give it some antioxidants and a little bit of that metal that they were talking about that's been found in dark chocolates lately.
If you get your nose in there deep enough, you can get a little bit of coffee as well. A little bit of coffee hidden in the background. Coffee and possibly like a little bit of
Yeah, it definitely has the dark malt aromas.
Want to dive in?
That just tickled my nose. Yes, cheers.
That is viscousy.
It's smooth. It's got a thickness to it, a layer.
13%, not very noticeable.
No, it's actually sweeter on the palate than what the nose gives off.
It's super chocolate syrup.
Yeah. It's like sticky. It's like sticky on the lips.
Molasses.
Coats the mouth. Yeah.
Yeah,
there's a coffee too. If you kind of just hold off on drinking and you talk a little bit, you kind of inhale, exhale, you do get kind of that coffee note, a bit of a roast on the very tail end, or at least that's what I'm getting.
It's like a roasty nuttiness, almond. So it's like a good combination of like almond coffee, And then, yes, Sam, it is friggin' creamy as hell.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a good one. When it was pouring, like when I was pouring it was pouring out more liquid. Now you said you've had this and you're like, oh, it's a thick one. It definitely, the mouthfeel is thicker than the way that it looked when it was pouring out. It works pretty well though.
Yeah, it's a solid beer. It's a sipper for sure though.
Yeah, but like you said though, the 13% alcohol is pretty well hidden.
Very well hidden. Yeah.
It kind of does have a little bit of a chocolate liqueur though. Just a touch.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, on draft, I think it was more of on draft. Of course, you just get a little bit more of that body. It was a little bit more viscousy on draft for sure.
Yeah. The to me, the almond comes through more on the palate than the coconut does. The coconut's a little bit more subdued. Coconut really stood out in the aromas though.
Yeah, I can see that. I think everything is kind of not necessarily masked, but the dominant flavor note in this is like that chocolate syrup, and then everything else is kind of just like a little bit of like an addition. So I'm getting like that roasted nuttiness with the coffee, and then the coconut kind of is present for a little bit there. But yeah, it's like chocolate syrup kind of steamroll. But it's good. It's got complexity. It's not overly boozy, which is what you want out of something like this. It's literally like it's candy beer. This is like I watch these guys, they're called the Bourbon Junkies, and they talk about fat guy whiskey. This is like fat guy beer because of how sweet it is, It's it's good. It's very good. If you got a sweet tooth, I think you would love this.
But it still has that bitterness at the end to finish it. It's got kind of that darker malt present, like kind of bitterness. Um, but it's like it doesn't distract from anything either. It's not like a distracting bitterness. This one's not like so sweet that it's cloying, which is nice. Definitely rich dark chocolate notes. Coffee on the finish, I feel. The nuttiness from the almond is there. A little bit of the toasty coconut on the palate. It's what it says it is for sure.
As far as how filling it is, I think this is a sharing beer. What do you think?
I think it's a caring beer.
Maybe it's. Well, I had that chelada earlier, and it's a lot.
Yeah, you didn't put hot sauce in it, did you?
No, they make a chelada called
Fiero, whatever.
Fuego, I think.
Fuego, yeah, whatever hot means.
A canned. It's got the Tapatio's hot sauce in it. I don't know if I want to try that though. But yeah, it's good. You got a score? You got a score?
Where would I kind of land this thing? Appearance would be definitely good. Aromas are pretty damn good. Probably knock this thing down just a few. Yeah, I mean, I think I'd have this right around a 47. I mean, this isn't barrel aged either, so like a 47 out of 50. So I mean, if you want to like look at it on the 100 scale, it's up there in that 96, 97 range, right around there, 96. So probably. Maybe actually more like 90. Is that the 47? Yeah, maybe 94, 95, actually. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out that whole thing with like, converting, because they sound so low if you double up. But they equal out to what you find mostly on the Untapped scores out of the 5 range. So
you got to call it as you see it.
Yeah,
they use a lot of adjuncts in this. There's a good amount of adjuncts. Like they're not slacking.
There's only like 5. 1, 2, 3,
4 technically.
4.
But
chocolate, coconut, toasted almond, and lactose.
They're using a lot of the adjuncts though. You know what I mean though. Sometimes you get a pastry stout and it just tastes like a stout with like hints of whatever adjunct they're adding. I think they use a lot in this.
Yeah, they definitely, I think, tested it and got it to where they wanted it to be.
Oh, another thing to put into consideration, it was these are $22 for a 4-pack. So if they come out with any type of pastry stout, they're usually in that high ABV range. Yeah. And that $22 for a 4-pack, which is it's a pretty good price for.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, well, is that like yesteryear's prices, or is that because a lot of things are starting to go up. The inflation actually starting to hit.
When me and John went there, this was $22 for a 4-pack. So when we bought it,
yeah.
So however long ago, if you go on my community tab, you can see when we were there. So it was probably only a few months ago.
Yeah.
But even if that's still the price, I mean, let me see. Hold on.
Because it used to be kind of like you could find 4-packs of really decent like double IPAs and stuff right around that like $15 to $18 range, and now it seems like you can't find anything under 20.
No,
a lot of them are even up in that $26, $27 range. It's crazy.
Yeah, we have some new stuff out. Deciduous?
Because I don't think the percentage of the interest and stuff's gone up that much.
Have you heard of Deciduous? It's a beer company.
Yeah, Deciduous. Yeah, they're out of Exeter, New Hampshire.
Oh, they got a collab with them. Triple IPA collab. I'm trying to, because they usually always have a pastry. They always have at least one pastry stout. They got barrel aged maple syrup, just straight up maple syrup. Like not alcoholic, just maple syrup. Merry Dancers, Czech Dark Lager. Do they not have? Usually they always have a pastry stout out right now. I guess not. They don't really have many beers right now. I don't know what's going on. New Year, maybe they're just getting through product. They're starting to. But yeah, last time I looked, they had some other one. It was like Cake Bites or something, and it was $22 a 4-pack.
Yeah.
So,
I don't want to hear it, Sam, because you guys, your money's different than ours.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not talking $35 US.
Decent 4-pack. And then what do you get hourly, Sam? Like $30 an hour?
Yeah.
Right?
It's probably getting $40 an hour.
Yeah. Score for me, I like Long Live. I like their products. They're kind of like Treehouse. They don't distribute in Rhode Island. They don't I don't think, and that's what I was saying to Josh. I'm like, I don't know how you have their stuff when I don't even get their stuff and I'm in their state. So like if you go to the store, you can't, if you go to the beer stores, you don't see Long Live Beerworks products.
Yeah. It was the same thing with the breweries around here. The stuff that Josh was getting out of Virginia that, we didn't see for the longest time, like Vitamin C, which is in Massachusetts, but I mean, it's right next door to us. And yeah, they were getting that down in Virginia for like years before we ever saw it.
But yeah, I would like to see more distribution. Sometimes I think I don't know, maybe they do better when they don't distribute, because look at Treehouse. They don't distribute their beers, and then every time somebody goes there, they're buying cases and cases of beer.
Right.
Score for me.
Trillium doesn't distribute really either.
Oh, I know. Yeah, they don't either. Yeah, they do like.
But you can find them in collabs. They do collabs.
Yep.
Different breweries. But
if you want their beer, you have to go specifically there. Would you give yours? Would you say like a 96?
Yeah, I'd say about a 90, about a 96. It's good. I mean, for being non-barrel aged too, that's the other thing.
Yeah,
it's got good flavors. It hits pretty much all their flavors. Is it Almond Joy exactly? No, it's not as sweet as like an Almond Joy is.
Yeah,
it's close enough.
I'm gonna go. See, now that I'm sipping on it a little bit more, I'm getting much more chocolate and coconut. I think the almond is kind of getting lost. You said you're getting more almond?
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting more almond on the flavor.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting more chocolate, coconut, coffee, and then you kind of get that nuttiness on the back end, on the finish when you sit. But overall, it's a great beer. I'm gonna run it at like I'm gonna go 95. Just simply the fact that 13% alcohol by volume, pretty much no boozy burn bite, and it's just it's a straight up dessert sipper. I can totally see people who aren't fans of beer really enjoying this. As far as a 16-ounce can, I think that I would like to split this with somebody. Of course, I'm going to drink the whole thing tonight, but if I ever had it again, I would like to share this with somebody. Like 8 ounces would be
That's
perfect.
Beers like this, though, I enjoy them because I can sit back and just take
Hang
a little
out.
sip. Yeah, I can make this beer last a good hour. It's if I'm reviewing it, then no, because I'm keep going back in and drinking it. But if I'm just hanging out, beer like this, I could, sit on a little bit, because it does have lingering flavors. It is kind of filling, and
I'm gonna get a picture.
So that's nice. So if you're trying to, not drink so many beers in one night.
Exactly. Definitely. I mean, it'll keep you from drinking more, but who knows how many calories are in this beer?
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's probably 400 and something.
It's probably. I was just about to say that it's probably like 400.
It's probably more than an 18-ounce steak.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Just gonna catch up on chat here a little bit. No, Paul. Thanks, beer man. You're not allowed to do that, Sam. Cheers, Blue Eyes. Good to see you. Not yet. I've been tired all day too, though. It's the freaking holiday.
I took some Benadryl earlier, so that kind of been in the drowse for most of the day.
Yeah.
Because I started getting the whole keep getting congested. On and off.
It's unfortunate, Sam. Oh yeah, it's a dangerous beer. It'll catch up to you. Oh shit. Well, maybe one day things will change, Sam. But yeah, I mean, I like it. I think it's really good. I haven't I had that we had that. Oh no, we had 2 beers from Long Live. We had that triple IPA. Then we also had the Bomber. Remember the Bomber? And Joe was like, 17 adjuncts. You got me drinking this barrel-aged beer, 17 adjuncts. Remember? You guys did the mystery beer review?
Oh yeah.
The one
that I thought was that caramel sundae stout from Equilibrium.
Yeah, you did think it was that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was really
good. It tasted similar. I mean, it had some of the same adjuncts in it.
There were a lot of adjuncts in that one, though.
Yeah.
I think there was definitely more than this.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what the name of it was.
I think there was 8 adjuncts.
8 adjuncts? Oh my god.
I think so.
Well, it was $24 for a freaking 16.9, so something around. It was like $22. 24, yeah. Oh, look, they have barrel-aged Cloud Bites, which is another barrel-aged stout. Imperial Stout aged in bourbon barrels and then conditioned on peanut butter, marshmallow, and Mostra coffee. 10.4%. That's kind of low. Peanut butter, that's probably really good, though. I gotta start getting into brewing. I gotta start making my own shit. Well, yeah, this was. I'm glad we waited to review this together. So it's a good beer. You got any shout outs?
Yeah, I didn't want to anelli you.
No, you're good. You got any final thoughts?
Just drink it on my own without you.
Yeah, right. We're gonna make that a term.
Yeah. Did you get anelli?
Yeah, don't John Anelli me. You got any last thoughts, or if you don't have any more thoughts, we move on to shout outs, whatever's cool.
Yeah, no more real thoughts. I mean, Yeah, I mean, I'm halfway through the glass on this, and it's definitely, yeah, I think, yeah, this is definitely one to share at this point.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
It's just starting to fatigue my palate.
Pretty much.
I'm kind of starting to get that fuzzy tongue. Not because of the alcohol, but probably because of all the sweetness that is there. Yeah,
like
no other. What's that?
I said it's like dumping a bottle of Hershey's down your throat. The Hershey syrup. What were you saying? Doing shout outs?
I just drank a bunch of Hershey's chocolate milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, nothing else really to say. I mean, as far as like promos and stuff, you can find a live show on my channel, Bumpy Road Brews, 8 p.m. Eastern time on Monday nights. It's called New Brew. Just bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. 3-part show if you haven't seen it before. Beer tasting, general chit chat, call it the free for all, and then question and answer time for the panel. So anybody can bring a question. Somebody from the chat can throw out a question. Tommy Carroll's good for that. Somebody in the panel could also have a question, or maybe I'll throw out a question. But yeah, 8 p.m. Eastern. Free for all. No, New Brew. That'll be the next show, free for all. Yeah, and then I'd like to shout out. I haven't shouted out the FLX boys yet tonight, so I'll do them. Check out Mike and Dan over at FLX. Just two friends doing beer reviews together, but they have good, they click. They just have a good time together, and they make their beer reviews very lively and entertaining. And it's not always about the beer. They just seem to know a lot of, like, I don't know, it's like the useless information stuff, like TV show knowledge. They just bring up references to things that are mostly Mike that are just like, wow.
Makes you reminisce.
Cheers. Yeah.
just like wow. No, yeah, they're very entertaining. They're awesome. I'm glad we met Mike and Dan. They're definitely a group of beer reviewers that are not only knowledgeable but definitely very easy to get along with. And then you throw Joe into the mix, and he's just he's a wild card himself.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
You do the koozie. We're gonna do the koozie.
That's my impression of Joe.
Yeah. No, I can't wait to go back and hang out with them. I wish it was sooner. I wish it wasn't once a year that we got together with everybody. But, times are tough when everybody's all over the country. But yeah, shout out to me. I just dropped a Bud Light Chelada review. So if you're interested, check that out. I dropped a couple other reviews as well. I'm going to try to get more into being more of a liquor review channel. I don't want to just review beers. I love beers, and I enjoy reviewing beers, and I have a fun time hanging out with Bumpy and his gang and everybody that I met. Yeah, and I probably wouldn't know everybody if it wasn't for Bumpy. I just kind of popped on his stream one time. We've been hanging out for a year now. We even got together and hung out in person. And then me, him, and John, it's been a lot of fun hanging out with you guys for sure. So I do appreciate that. I'll never forget the fact that, if I hadn't met you, I wouldn't know any of these people. So I do appreciate it. But yeah, shout outs to other people. I'm going to shout out Jean H. Pierre again. Beverage Ramble just showed up last minute on Eric's show. Check him out. He's at like 969 last time I checked. We got to get him to 1,000 Definitely deserves it. Get this guy to 1,000 too. Makes great beer.
Good luck with that.
We'll get you there one day.
Yeah.
You guys all do great.
Yeah.
I want to do more collabs. I like doing more collabs. It just sucks. We are very far away, and then especially with my job, it's like I barely have time to do anything because I'm so friggin' tired from working so early. But other than Jean H. Pierre, I'll shout out Paul's Beer Reviews, Whiskey Encore, KY Brew Review. Check them out if you haven't watched them before. They're a little bit more popular, but they're awesome. They're a group of friends from Kentucky, and they pretty much they're kind of like me. They just review everything, anything that's alcoholic. Yeah, it's been fun. Nice, Bumpy. It's long-awaited review of a great beer. Anything else you want to say?
No, my throat's closing up. And, thanks for having me on the show, and I appreciate.
Sure,
I want to appreciate John and Nelly. By the way, he gifted me this beer.
Nice.
Yeah, so this was one of the beers that he was supposed to review with Tanner, but he gifted it to me, so I reviewed it with Tanner.
I feel like he traded me this. So I bought a 4-pack of something, and John bought a bunch of beers, and I feel like I gave him a beer for this one. And then he also gave me that other. It's like a barrel-aged cream ale. It's like a foeder-aged cream ale. I still have that. It's What is Love? Yeah, what is love? But I still got to review that. But yeah, shout out to John and Nelly. Go check out his channel if we didn't shout him out. Appreciate the beer, John, for sure. And yeah, if there's anything else that you guys like to see on my channel, make sure to leave a comment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos. Like a beer. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. Cheers, Bumpy. Thanks for coming on, man.
Cheers, Tanner. Oh, yeah.